everyone. Welcome to Saturday afternoon High Wire Improv on the YouTube channel here. If you are in the East Coast like I am, it is the afternoon. Maybe you're taking an afternoon nap like our cat Icarus over here. But if you are coming to us from other places in the world, maybe it's your evening. Maybe you're getting ready to go out or stay in and have a wonderful evening. But hopefully you'll spend the next half an hour with us. We have a wonderful show for you with some longtime High Wire Improv participants. They are GSM-Admin. They are an amazing troupe who combines improv and illustration. The illustrations themselves are improvised. It's really quite remarkable. And just as a small teaser, a clue in a mystery space, I'm just going to say, maybe think about, what do you aim for when playing pinball? Just think about that. What are you trying to do in a pinball machine? Maybe in the next weeks or so, you'll find that thought has additional meaning. Come back and check out this video in a month and see if this makes any sense. But what will definitely make sense for the next 20 to 30 minutes are the wonderful improv stylings of GSM-Admin. Let's welcome them to the stage.
Well, hello, everyone. We are GSM-Admin, and we are an improv troupe that utilizes illustration to coexist with our improvisational ideas. And as you can see, that's Jonathan, who's drawing away on the screen. And we're going to start off right now with a suggestion. And we're going to use that suggestion to do a monologue. And the word is concrete.
I think that concrete is brilliant. I find it fascinating whenever I'm walking past any roadworks or anyone doing any kind of building work. I love to see what is going on. When in my old flat, the people next door were doing an extension at the back of their house. And one of the most brilliant things I saw was when they were doing something called screeding their floor, which is basically when you lay out concrete and you have to wiggle it and you have to flatten it and then it dries and that becomes your floor. So it's really important to get it right. So they had it pumped into the back of their house from a massive van, and they were all wading around in it in Wellington boots. So it was like kind of concrete Glastonbury. And they were raking it and smoothing it, and you have to do it very carefully so you don't box yourself into a corner. And I guess it's a little bit like painting a room, but hardcore. And I just remember trying to sneak peeks out of the back window and just watching them do this and trying not to let them see how absolutely wonderful I was finding watching them dealing with this concrete. I think that's the amazing thing about concrete. It is so strong. And one of my favorite power tools, and I have a few of them, is my angle grinder, which I bought so I could slice through concrete like butter, because it's so difficult to get rid of. Otherwise, you really need something quite hardcore. I think there's a hardcore joke to be made in there if you know enough about DIY references, which I'm not sure I do. But the other thing you can do with concrete is make it really smooth and really beautiful. So if any of you have ever watched Grand Designs, some of the most beautiful things you can do with concrete are to pour it to make tops for your kitchen, for example. And again, you have to shake all the air bubbles out and you have to do all sorts of preparation. And then you take, it's like jelly, but long term. And then you take out the mold and you turn it upside down, take off all the wood, and you say a little prayer and you see if the concrete is beautifully smooth on the top. And it just gives you the most beautiful polished finish. So, that being said, I'm not sure I have much concrete in my life at the minute, except for the Barbican, which is a building in London, which is built entirely, well, probably not entirely, but like 90% of concrete. And yes, if I was a religious person who devoted myself to concrete, that would be my temple. All hail the Barbican.
So that's Jerry in the corner. Um, uh, he's been there for about 11 days. He
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, I
he
noticed.
was
Yeah. Yeah, he's got really big muscles, hasn't he?
well, they're not much use to him now. I mean, he's been stuck in that corner. He was one of our best workers, and he took a call, right in the
Yeah.
middle of the job, and he
Yeah.
was on the phone. Next thing he knew, the concrete settled and hardened, and there was really nothing.
God.
We're not about
God.
to throw away a
No.
good concrete job.
No, so he's essentially in a really vulnerable position, isn't he? He's got very good bone structure, hasn't he?
Well, it was. I mean, I'd say, if I didn't know better, I'd say he was dead. He may or may not be dead, but he hasn't moved for at least 4 days of
Mm.
the period that he's been stuck over there. But you're right, his bone structure was one of the selling points of the company. We would say not only is our concrete strong and firm, but
Mm.
look at
Mm.
Jerry over here. And Jerry would
Yeah,
proceed
I'm
to
really not sure, but I don't know. I mean, as handsome and well built as he was, clearly now by the look of him, I always recognize a very sturdy skeleton when I see one.
yeah.
I'm not sure whether me and Clive and my husband and I, might find that a little bit, well, at least our guests. I mean, I would rather enjoy admiring it, but our guests might be a little put
Put off.
off.
Well,
Yeah.
our first thought was that we would lop Jerry off at the ankles and just kind of smooth over, and then get the bones out of there. But the more we looked at it, we said, this is something. This is a feature. This is something that's a plus. And for the right
Selling
customer,
point.
and I believe it could be you,
Yeah.
uh,
Well, it wasn't in any of the photographs that I saw. Had you photoshopped him out along with all of the still wet cement and the cement mixer? Was that
Yeah,
kind of
well, I mean, no, I mean, we used the right camera angles. We waited for the right light. You'll notice that the windows, after 4 o'clock, the
mm,
sun comes right down and pretty much obliterates the skeleton.
mm,
So it's there. If you take a good hard look, the bones of Jerry are still, there, but you have to take a good look. Most people are not looking at,
mm. I'm
area.
gonna
So
take it.
this is a wonderful new piece you have for the museum. It is in a very unusual location, a suburban house, but the idea of the skeletons, the concrete, the comment it makes on life is just so beautiful. I think we have to have it.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you, we started out as a humble, building company, and we were doing all sorts of menial jobs. Next thing
Excellent.
the art world saw some of our stuff, and it's been quite the ride, I must say.
So you
And
are saying that we are in competition with the other galleries to get this artwork?
well, let's just say, we're listening to all offers at this point, and yeah, basically, you come up with the right numbers, and Jerry can be yours.
Okay. Well, this is very exciting. You mean is Jerry a individual one of a kind, or are you able to produce more of the same artwork?
Well, I'm glad you asked because we do have an intern program. So far, it's been a little bit, how do you tell someone that their feet will be permanently encased in concrete, but they will become an artistic icon? I mean, there's a trade-off, yes, their lives may be done, but their lives will also live forever, in the form of true art. And
Indeed, immortality.
indeed.
Clive, I saw the house. I saw the house. I know you were busy at work. How was your day?
Yes, darling. Well, fine. I mean, just stocks and shares and the usual.
Yeah, there was it's nice. It's nice.
Did you say you'd sold the house, darling?
No, I saw the house.
God, for a moment there, I thought you said you'd sold the house, and I know you have a tendency to do things without asking me, but goodness, that would have been quite a step.
No, I didn't sell our house. I saw the house, the house that we're looking for to move into once we sell the house.
Are we looking for a new house, dear?
Oh, yes. I thought I mentioned that to you. How's your
Well,
you
whatever
do
you say,
remember
my darling.
but we've talked about this. You remember?
I mean, I'm sure we did. Yeah, we have these conversations all the time, I suppose.
Well, yeah, conversations about. I mean, obviously, we could have been talking about, the weather, but we've had in-depth conversations about selling the house and
Well, I mean, the weather has been lovely.
to a 3-bed because I want to move my son in from my previous relationship. We've
that sounds
this.
lovely.
Yes. Sometimes.
Hello. Is anybody here? I'm here to see the house. Yes.
Our house, my house.
Yeah. I hear. The house is for sale. I want to buy a house, and I want to buy a house.
Is it?
That's what I'm here
Right.
for.
Well, I'm sure that's right. I'm sure that's right.
Yeah,
I'm sure
money's no
sale.
object. I'm willing to. I like the neighborhood. I like everything about it. So I'd like to buy the house right now.
It is a lovely neighborhood. I'm not quite sure why we're selling. To be honest, it's a lovely place to live.
Yeah, well, look, if you're not sure, I'm not gonna. It's a little late. I gotta buy the house or not buy the house. Okay.
You've got to do both. You've got to both buy the house and not buy the house.
I'm either gonna buy it or I'm not gonna buy it. And
I see. Not both.
Well,
Schrodinger's sale or something.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna buy it, but I'm not. I maybe not gonna buy it. I mean, I got the cash. I mean, if that's a consideration.
Oh my goodness, you've got cash in a bag.
I got cash in the bag. Cash in the bag. Yeah,
we can change. I mean, I usually deal with the stocks and shares, and that's all online. But
no.
Cash in a bag is amazing.
All cash.
Yeah.
So is this your house, or are you just hanging out here?
Oh no. This is. I'm very, very sure this is my house.
Okay, then let's talk turkey. You want the cash or not? Do you want me? I mean, because I want to move in right now.
Oh, like literally this second.
Right now.
Oh, okay. Goodness, I don't usually make all the decisions, so this feels quite stressful. I mean, I guess it's fine.
This is the house with the skeleton, right, in the back.
Oh, yes, that thing. Yes, that was
darling, Clive. Who is it?
Someone buying the house, darling.
Somebody buying the house. Okay, perfect. Right?
Yes.
This must be the gentleman that I was speaking to on the phone earlier. Yes, we are selling the house. Yes.
I thought we were. I thought you must have arranged it.
Yes. Come on in. Bring your stuff in.
Yeah, I'm Henry, or you can call me Henri because I'm moving up in the world. Yeah, that's right. Oh. Yep.
Well, that's a very posh name. He's got money in a bag, darling.
Yeah. Well, I read a book. And it said, if you really want to make it in the art world, you gotta change your name. So that's what I'm doing.
Oh, the art world. You're in the art world.
This is perfect, darling. When I told you about my son from my previous marriage,
yes,
this isn't him, but I've always wanted to have a son, so I decided to adopt Henri.
Right. Oh God, so we're staying and he's moving in as well.
I do graffiti, and I like the contours of. I thought we could combine the with the existing art in the back corner of your existing establishment, and then I would graffiti on the walls because
Isn't it marvelous?
I'm Henri, the graffiti artist from Brooklyn.
Isn't it marvelous? Because I've always felt such a strong sense of ennui. And now that we've got Henri here, I do feel that our lives are going to be, well, they're going to be enriched. Clive, how do you feel?
That sounds wonderful, Jerry. I mean,
Well, there's no time like the present, is there?
a house of four.
Let's just crack open a bottle of champagne now and celebrate.
Oh, that would be divine.
Would you, Henri, to kick this off, could you maybe, I love the graffiti. Oh, yeah. Oh, marvelous.
Does it matter that it drips down the wall, do you think, darling?
No. I want this whole place to be completely transformed. This is like Henri's playpen, you see, because I never had a son of my own. I was never to live that out. What better than to have a grown man just covering your walls with graffiti?
Well, great. And he's not the son from the marriage you mentioned?
No, there was no marriage. There was no son. There was all just what I wish would have been.
Ah, darling, that sounds awfully sad.
Oh, this must be heaven. Oh, I never expected heaven to be like this.
Mr. Banksy, I have an idea. People are getting on to your case, and I really think if you put on a new image, start all over again, you can reinvent yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you call yourself Henri, the graffiti guy, people will forget about Banksy, and you will become the new superstar of the art world.
Yeah, because obviously there is no greater art than death, really, is there? And there is no postmodernism quite like coming back to life as a man called Henri.
Yeah, that's very dark, and
it's very deconstructivist, isn't it?
Very dark, very deconstructivist, of which you are emblematic of all things deconstructive. And
who'd have ever known that Banksy was actually posing as a builder, and that me getting set in concrete was just another glorification of art?
It's the wonder of art. One never knows what an artist will do. And look at us. Look at what we're doing here. We're floating on a boat.
What is this? This looks curiously like the Sea of Death, which is a peculiar thing to have in heaven, I must admit. I'm assuming I've gone to heaven, being that I'm a world-renowned elusive artist.
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news. You're not in heaven.
No.
Where
am I?
This is more like the underside of limbo.
Right.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not bad. It's got some darkness to it, but with that darkness, as you said, there's some depth and some personality. I mean, let's face it. Who wants the predictability of heaven? Not me.
No.
Not me.
Yeah. Well, I'm unpredictable, as you know. Banksy, who knows where he's going to show up? What's this Henri character like? You said I'm going to come back as. Is because I've never actually been an embodied person. Is he any good?
Well, have you ever read any of the books written by Madonna?
I haven't. Oh, apart from that nudie one, I flipped through that one. Yeah, in
well, according to Madonna, and let's face it, there's no one more deep than Madonna.
Yeah, because she wrote a lot of books. Well, just one with nude pictures in, wasn't it? Unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah. Well, she's down here with us now. So,
Oh, she's here now.
oh yeah,
Okay.
she pops back and forth. These superstars, they go where they want. So they come down. It's like they fill up their tank with all the darkness that we have down here. Then they go
Yeah.
springboarding back up,
So
renewed.
yeah, I thought hell's 3 miles in that direction. I love these fluorescent jellyfish in the
Yeah.
water. This
It's
is
it's
quite
really
amazing.
it's really the best of both worlds,
You should
Uh,
charge for this, you know. I mean, you could make
oh,
quite a killing, pardon the pun.
oh, come on. I'm not that. I'm not just because I'm an American doesn't mean I want to charge for everything for God's sakes.
Yeah,
That's
but come on, I'm Banksy. Well, I was Banksy. I'm Henri now. But you
yeah.
know,
Keep the
look at what.
Banksy down. Don't let any if you start referring to yourself as Banksy, then the jig will be up.
Okay,
Okay. So you're just Henri now. Okay.
Henri. Okay.
Yeah.
So we would like to transform your home into a listed artistic building. As the graffiti that has been added means that we believe that no one should touch this. It is a site of great artistic interest.
Oh, how I'm honored. How wonderful. Um,
As such, we will be taking control of your home, and
oh
that
yes,
you will not.
that was my next question. We are going to be able to live in it as we have done for so long, and accommodate our wonderful new addition to the home, Henri. Because of course we couldn't give up the home because we've recently adopted. We're very
Well,
proud
yes.
fathers
I mean,
indeed.
all of you are part of the artwork. Your lives are part of the art, and you will be
Right.
instructed to continue your lives as you have been living them before.
Oh, this is I definitely wanted to branch out and try some new things. This does seem new. I'm up for anything.
You will be a great name in the history of art.
Very much looking forward to it. I can't wait to tell my partner Clive. He's a little bit absent-minded these days. He's a lovely man, and I don't doubt his love for me, but recently he's been becoming ever so forgetful.
Lannister, you know what I picked up today? I picked up a turtle pool. I thought it would be lovely in the backyard.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
marvelous.
Yeah.
I'm the turtle. Hello, I'm a turtle.
Oh, see, this is a turtle right here. I thought we could fatten up the turtle in our backyard pool,
Oh,
and
what you
then
going to do with me? I fatten me up. I'm rather like
and
my
then
size. I'm a size 8.
Look,
well,
just because the neighbours have had their house made into an artwork, it doesn't mean we need to compete, all right?
I thought maybe if we fattened up the turtle
Uh huh.
to the point where he was bursting out of his shell, um, it would create some sort of a visual that might add to the value of our property.
Do I get a
Look,
say in this? Do I get a say in this? What
Well,
about me?
you're gonna be given all the bugs you can eat, my friend.
Well, that sounds all right. It sounds like we could strike up a deal there. Yep.
look,
Yeah.
David, I just think it's like, they get a lawn, we get a lawn. They get an artistic piece of infinitesimal value, and that's what you're trying to do now. And I just think it's, competition isn't the way we should be living our lives. We should be content without being better than the neighbours next door.
Oh,
Well,
I
you're
like that word infinitesimal. That's how many syllables is that?
all
It's a
right
very
there,
nice
Mr.
word.
Turtle. Mr. Turtle. All right. We're welcoming you into the family. You don't have to take over the conversation. My
I
wife and I
thought,
are having a spat, okay?
well, if you give me something to eat, I could concentrate on that rather than having to listen to you all the time, which, to be honest, is a bit dull.
You are quite, they didn't tell me how opinionated you were going to be. I asked for a docile turtle, someone that would fit into our home, who would gladly accept the bounty that we're offering so that her shell could expand and
Oh,
take
well,
on.
excuse me for
Oh,
breathing. Well, turtles do breathe underwater, actually, strictly
Mr.
speaking.
Turtle, Mr. Turtle. Please, my wife and I are having a perfectly good marital spat. She brings up good points about
Thank
my.
you.
Sorry.
Well, I don't particularly notice you letting her get your word in edgeways, particularly.
Oh
So,
my God, this turtle! Do I have the receipt, sweetie? Have you seen my receipt pouch?
I mean, darling, I think it's where it normally is by the door. I mean, I'm really hoping you left the receipt in there because this has got disaster written all over it. You know, they adopt, and we've now adopted a turtle, and just Lordy, I don't know.
Well, if I could just get a word in edgewise, keep that mouthy, chatty Cathy turtle at bay for just a little while, I'd just like to
Turtle Bay,
respond.
Turtle Bay. Did you see what you just did?
Oh, did
Turtle
you see?
Bay.
Here he goes again. Would you stop it, Mr. Turtle? I'm going to take you back.
Oh, God. I don't seem to be able to fit in anywhere.
No.
So, I
Sit in your
see.
shell, you
I
silly
see
goose.
that. I see that. Well, there has been some kind of unfortunate accident, but
Oh,
don't fear. We think
hang on.
that
I can't move my feet.
we think that this may be increasing the
What?
value of your property, which is
What?
lucky because the neighbors have also contacted us about a rather spectacular new turtle art piece which they have installed in their house.
Okay, I
Hang
want
on.
the house. I want the house, and I want the man stuck in the concrete included in the
Well,
house.
excuse me. You want to be? I can't move my feet.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll take it. I'll take it as is. And I've
Where's
got a
Neville?
bag full of
Where's Neville?
I've got a bag full of cash right here, ma'am. And you give me the house with the guy in the concrete,
Could you dig me
or
out
no
right
deal.
this minute?
I'm
Deal or
so
no deal.
sorry, but we cannot do that. We are not allowed because it is a site of such special artistic interest. We cannot
Where's
change anything.
Henri? Where's Henri? I have an adopted adult graffiti artist. Where is Henri? Where's Clive?
I'm so sorry. They have
I'm right
gone.
over here. I'm right over here.
Henri, Clive. They're turning me into an installation.
Oh,
Oh.
darling, a what? A what?
A human installation. Are you planning
I'll
on
give you the
keeping me
cash.
alive?
I'll give you the cash right now. You got 10 seconds. You got the cash or no cash. Deal or
Oh,
no deal.
well,
Oh, I
I
rather
mean,
like that program.
well, you know, Jerry usually sorts everything, and I'm sure it's fine to have it as a deal. I'm sure that's fine. He always, you know, sorts everything out, really.
No, Neville, no, Neville, darling, darling, remember, just try and remember. Use your brain power just to remember something, anything.
Yeah. You got any turtles back there? I'll take. If you got any turtle pools, I like turtle pools too. So I'll take the room. I'll take the house with the guy in the concrete. The
Great.
guy
Yeah.
stays, okay,
Okay.
and then throw in the turtle pool that I saw at your neighbor's, and then and you got that guy from hell who's in
Neville,
limbo.
Neville,
Um,
Well, I mean,
Henri and I, a nuclear family.
yeah, this is all going to work out just fine.
yeah, that all sounds as if it adds up. I'm sure Jerry, I'm sure Jerry has arranged all this, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll call it. I'm going to call it the concrete
I'm
jungle.
Jerry. I'm Jerry, Neville.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm Jerry.
Oh, are you not an art piece? You seem to be kind of part of the furniture.
Jerry's alive. Jerry's alive.
Jerry's alive.
Jerry's
Jerry's
alive.
alive. Jerry's alive.
Jerry's alive.
Jerry's alive.
Jerry's alive.
The end.
Oh my goodness, what an epic tale! As always, you think things are just going to be surface level, and they never are surface level with this group. Thank you so much for just another outstanding show from GSM-Admin. The way that things go back and forth between the scenes and the drawings is always just such fun to watch. You were so interesting and inventive that Icarus has picked her head up off of the ottoman and has actually glanced over at the computer several times. I was transfixed the whole time, but the fact that you got my cat to move really says it all. Thank you so much for being here as always. And I believe we will see you again in a few weeks' time. And until next time, thank you all so much for tuning into Highwire Improv. We have 4 hours of shows later tonight, starting at 7 o'clock Eastern. So we'll take about a 2.5 hour break, and then we will be on for 4 hours. We have the duo of Bianchi and Byland. We have Tampoon. We have the Improv Professionals. We have Oregon Trail Live. And then we close out our Saturday with We're Here, We're Queer, our second of 2 Pride specials for June. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come check it out. Highwire Improv YouTube channel. Otherwise, until next time, we'll see you soon. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.